Leading off for the Sooners, the home team here, obviously, today, Grace Lyons, the senior hitting .358, has now 11 extra base hits on the season, including 5 home runs. Jocelyn Alla will bat second and play center field. And if there was one thing that I took away from yesterday, Destiny, is that I felt like you were a little bit impressed with seeing Jossie out in center field.
I was. It was a shocker, but she's handling it well.
She did great.
That's good.
Kinsey Hansen. By the way, Jossie now second on the team with 7 home runs. Kinsey Hansen bats third. She'll play first base with Lindsey Elam in the cleanup spot behind the plate. That is the team leader in home runs this season with 9. In the 5-hole is Grace Green with Kinsey Kelso back in the starting lineup in right field, batting 6th. In the 7-hole is the left fielder, number 27, Alicia Flores. She's really been seeing and hitting the ball well recently for Flores. So to see her back in the starting lineup, making her 17th start of the season, I think is good with a .275 average. Aaliyah Flores hit a bomb yesterday, her second of the season, third of her career. She has 6 RBI. She'll bat 8th and play third base with Mackenzie Donahue in that 9-hole playing second base, and you've started to see her come around a little bit. Sooners have taken the field, so we'll go ahead and keep it here for first pitch as Brooke Vestal goes to her pregame warm-ups. Brooke got a long look early in the season for the Sooners. Her appearances have been somewhat sporadic over the last couple of games, but her last time out, Brooke was absolutely sensational. So maybe a little extra work in the pen for the redshirt freshman has helped out. She went 6 innings against Abilene Christian, gave up just 4 hits, 2 earned runs while striking out 5. Prior to that, we saw spot appearances against Washington and Nebraska, as well as Bryant. This is her first start since Arizona when they took on Bryant. Sooners were in Tucson. So Brooke Vestal gets the start, and here we go. Sooners in the home white uniforms. This is the new white uniform with the Jordan Font Oklahoma block across the chest in crimson. And as Logan Broadmeyer digs in, we're ready. First pitch is up high for a ball. Today's pregame show has been presented by Pike Pass, the fastest, safest, most efficient way to travel Oklahoma, Kansas, and Texas. Will Warner is our producer back in the Franchise 2 studios. She's Destiny Martinez. I'm Chris Plank. Thanks for joining us as the 1-0 pitch thrown right by Broadmeyer, swing and a miss. The junior right fielder, Logan Broadmeyer. This is her 21st start. It started every game so far. Of the starters, right among the leaders, second on the team in batting average with a .328 average this season. Here's the 1-1 to the righty. Fouled straight back. Must feel like as soon as you get sat down and get everything set, we're going, right? Gosh, we're not messing around
moving
today.
Quickly.
Get the weather report after this 1-2 pitch, and because we don't want to brag too much. Vestal, long look. Now she's ready. The freshman brings it home. Frozer, called strike 3. Nasty. What a start for Brooke Vestal on the called K on the corner, and there is one away. Our weather reports this season have been brought to you, as always, by the Trails Golf Club, where great golf and family fun come together. It is 68 degrees outside right now. We'll reach a high of 70. The wind is going to be an issue, though, as Lindsey Carroll digs in, and the first pitch is in for a strike. Wind will be gusting today between 20 to 30 miles an hour.
Yep, and you can see it. You can see the flags flying. Outfielders might have some issues with the wind.
Here's the no-ball, one-strike pitch from Vestal. A little up, 1-1.
But we're off to a good start. Leadoff batter out. This is one of our goals that we were talking about yesterday.
Yeah, I think, too, as you kind of bring up the challenges today that we'll face of the wind, I think every fly ball is going to be an interesting one.
Yeah.
For both sides.
I agree.
All 3 sides, I guess I should say. Here's the 1-1. Just a little in, 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to give up on a ball that you may think be going foul because it can come back in.
Well, stay nice tonight, but just maybe a heads up if you're coming out to spend the day with us for the second game tonight. Might want to bring the jacket or a hoodie. The 2-1 is in the dirt. Of course, we are spoiled. We're in the booth.
Yeah.
So I feel
this
like
this is a nice setup we've got.
Chris Osborne, Whitley, and I, we all joke it's like flying first class. You come up here where you've got room, you got the water, you got the food. It's great. 3 balls and a strike. Vestal is falling behind the 2-hole hitter Carroll. The 3-1 pitch is in for a strike. Full count. I think I've done enough on the weather. So thanks to trailscoff.com. I guess the best way to put it, it's perfect. Tough to find a seat in the outfield, too. The grandstands start to fill up. Long day ahead of us. Vestal, the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Vestal, what a start. Back-to-back Ks, and there's 2 outs.
And Coach Rocha told us that one of her better pitches is her rise ball, and she sat down the last 2 batters on pretty good pitches with some upspin.
She had quite a bit of it on that rise ball, and it worked to perfection. So here is Sierra Gilmore, the shortstop. On the season, Gilmore hitting .367, and Vestal pulls the string on a first pitch for a swing and a miss, strike 1. On the season for Gilmore, the junior, team leader, or tied for the team lead, with 6 home runs. 1 line this one into left field, diving, the catch is made! Alicia Flores, full extension in left field, and that'll do it in the first. Flashing the leather early from the freshman. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Oklahoma and Murray State are scoreless. To the bottom of the first we go. Lions, Allo, and Hanson. Oklahoma and Murray State are scoreless. Crowd riled up as Lions steps to the plate. The Peoria, Arizona product deep in the batter's box. And the first pitch from the sophomore starter, Hannah James, is headed home. It's in for a strike. Oklahoma will play later today against Missouri State. So we've got Murray State and Missouri State. Which again, as I am petrified.
You've nailed it so far.
The 0-1 pitch is fouled back. We were very early in the day. I'm not going to be planting any flags here in the first inning. Hannah James from Nicholsville, Kentucky, just a sophomore. Last season was among the most effective Murray State hurlers. The 0-2 pitch to Lions is lined down the left field line. Fair into the corner. Grace on her way to second. The throw will be cut off, and she'll keep the whites clean with a stand-up double to lead things off for the Sooners. That's how you start a game. For the sophomore Hannah James, she did pitch in the Murray State loss to Missouri, which happened just before this game. 2 2/3, gave up 7 hits and 2 runs. Here's Allo with a runner at second. The first pitch is up high for ball 1. Murray State is struggling a bit coming into today. They've lost 3 in a row, 5 of their last 6. Jocelyn Allo, on the other hand, is not. She has absolutely found another level. The 1-0. Bounce towards the right side. It'll easily get Lions to third, but nice play by Carroll to stay with it to retire Jocelyn. And there's 1 away. Patty Gasso in her 26th season stands just outside of the third base coach's box. NFCA Hall of Famer, Oklahoma Sports Hall of Famer.
She's a superstar.
A rock star.
We had a
absolutely.
superstar in the coach's box over there.
Meanwhile, equally as impressive, not quite Hall of Fame resume yet, but Sid as a player was there. No question.
Yep.
Sid Romero over at first base. First pitch to Hanson is just a little low. So Kinsey Hanson steps in. .423 average for Hanson, second on the team. Leads the team with 24 RBIs, 9 extra base hits, including 3 home runs. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Hanson. That's in for a strike. Hanson shakes her head a bit. Looked up, but
yeah,
we'll take that.
It looked pretty high.
They give
Probably not a pitch that you need to swing at.
They can give that to Brooke Vestal today. We'll feel good about things. 1 ball, 1 strike. Popped up, shallow left field. Shoulders is under it. Lyons will tag. She's trying to score, and she will. A sac fly from Kinsey Hansen scores Grace Lyons, who never looked back. As soon as Shoulders made the catch, she was coming home, and it's 1-0 Sooners.
I think that's one thing that I'm sure they came into today is trying to get on the board early, just making it happen, not so much having to power up. I mean, just moving runners, and that's exactly what they just did with Lyons hitting a leadoff double, Allo being able to move her, and then Hansen coming up and scoring the run.
Here's Lindsey Elam. First pitch strike. Elam now batting with the bases empty. But, man, I feel like I say it every single time she comes to the plate. We're now, 22 games into the season. So I think we can stop saying what a start. Just what a season so far for Lindsey Elam. The 0-1 pitch is lined deep to center field and caught at the warning track by Striegel. Oh, for a moment, it looked like Lindsey Elam might have given the Sooners a 2-0 lead, but a good play by Striegel making the catch just before that ball hit the wall. We head to the second inning. Sooners strike first. Oklahoma on the sac fly RBI from Kinsey Hansen leads Murray State 1-0. Sooners along with Destiny Martinez. I'm Chris Plank. Like what you see so far from Brooke Vestal?
So far I do, yeah. I mean, I think the one goal that they've got to accomplish is to just get this leadoff batter out, try to get out of innings. But she also has a really good defense behind her, so she shouldn't feel too much pressure of having to strike people out or get them to chase. I think she can trust her defense.
First pitch is fouled back for strike 1 to Lexi Jones. Jones digs in with a .295 average. Tied for that team lead with 6 home runs. Second on the team with 20 RBIs. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Nice pitch from Brooke Vestal, who has now jumped ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Jones shows bunt, the 0-2. Pop foul behind home plate. For a player, is it in your mind early whenever you realize, in the second inning, got another game in front of us? Think about being smart with your body?
No.
Or how long the day is ahead of you?
I don't think so. I mean, I think you got to just take it one game at a time. As an athlete, it's like once you get to the second game, it's almost like you got to forget you just played a game.
Ground ball to third. Flores up with it, makes the easy throw across to retire Lexi Jones. And there's one away, and here's Allie Kennedy. Just go out there and get it done.
And I mean, these guys condition and work so hard during practice, like throughout the week. And it's for this. It's 4 long days. It's to get through these double headers, and they can actually use this to build more stamina and get ready for postseason. And I mean, in regular season and conference play, they're not having double headers, which is nice, but you still got to give it your all and almost more once you get conference. And I think that this just helps them.
We're in a bit of a delay here because I didn't see it, but Lexi Jones went down right after she stepped on the bag. They are currently tending to her in foul territory. They appear to be looking at maybe the right ankle/calf area. Andy Pigeon, who is the outstanding Sooner athletic trainer, has gone over to provide assistance to the Murray State crew. But I didn't see it. I didn't see if she tumbled over the bag or stepped wrong, but she's up.
She can't walk, though. She's got her knee up.
And she is definitely not putting much pressure on that right leg at all. So she'll be helped to the Murray State dugout. The Sooners will take the field again, and there's one away. Here is Allie Kennedy. We'll try to get an update on Lexi Jones. But again, maybe she stepped on the bag wrong whenever she was trying to lunge out.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't even see that.
And we'll bring Allie Kennedy, the catcher, to the plate. And the first pitch is skied to center field. Alo broke back, but now circles around under it to make the catch, and there's 2 away. 1-0 Sooners. We're here in the top of the second inning. And Brooke Vestal has retired the first 5 she's faced.
Number 5, Abby Shoulders.
The check. Have a couple of potential sideline reporters over there in the temporary bleachers in right field. Maybe they saw it. As the first pitch to Abby Shoulders, swing and a miss. Shoulders, the sophomore, .333 her batting average. Scored 6 runs, 3 extra base hits on the year, 2 doubles and a triple, and she takes the 0-1 pitch from Vestal high.
You could really see that movement coming from Vestal going up. I mean, that's a hard pitch to lay off of.
You know, the kind of book on Brooke is that she has stuff that's just as nasty as any pitcher, just as dirty as any pitcher as a 1-1 pitch is in for strike 1 and 2.
She looks good out there. She really does. She has some movement, but you can really see the spin, so that kind of tells me that it's a heavy type of ball that, I mean, it's either going to fall off the table or just rise right at your eyes, and that's tough to lay off of.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Vestal brings it home. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, sit her down, and Brooke Vestal is off to an outstanding start for the Sooners. I don't know if we've ever seen a second baseman move to first and a left fielder move to second, but that's where we are right now for Murray State, and Grace Green will lead it off, which means I assume Shoulders still out in left, or pardon me, as the first pitch is in for a strike, with Shoulders at second. We didn't get the update to see who's in left field, so we'll try to get caught up on that as the Sooner DP today, Grace Green, waits on the 0-1 and takes it high for a ball. So there is a new left fielder for Murray State, and it's a Balick who has come into play left field. We'll get caught up on what that does to the lineup as well. After this 1 ball, 1 strike pitch, Green lines one deep to left field. It one hops the wall and gets away from the left fielder. Green will slide in to second base with a leadoff double. The second straight inning that the Sooners have started with a leadoff double. Not bad.
Not bad at all. Getting it started with the leadoff double, I mean, you're just building momentum. But I want to talk a little bit about that play out in left field. When you get a ball that's just a straight shot to the wall, you kind of want to make sure you stay off of it, and that's what we didn't see out there. She got a little bit close to the wall, so once that ball hit the padding, it kind of jumped off and got away from her, so she had to chase after it rather than just letting it hit the wall, and you playing off of it could have been an easier play.
First pitch to Kelso is a little up. So welcome to the game. Oh, by the way, you got to make a play right away.
And that's tough, too. I mean, normally when teams come to visit, you kind of want to throw some balls at the padding and just kind of see how it plays.
Bunt shown. Green off to third. Nobody's there. The ball actually hits Green in the leg. I mean, the third baseman, Fisher, charged, and the shortstop, Gilmore, was very late in getting there. So Bleiberg is the new left fielder. Shoulders is now at second. Carroll is at first. Kelso fouls this one off to the right side. And the count is now a ball and 2 strikes. Don't know why it's taken me so long to make these corrections, but there you go for those of you that are scoring along at home. Kelso coming off a 1-for-2 performance last night with a first career home run. Scored a run as well. The 1-2 pitch, line foul off the netting. This is her 4th straight start, and she's had a hit in each of the last 4 games that the Tuttle sophomore has played in.
And that's all you can really do. I mean, you get your opportunities, you take advantage.
1-2
That's exactly
pitch,
what she's done.
Grounded just foul down the left field line. We need to get a gif of whatever that little dance move was that Grace Green had to do to get out of the way. She did a little dance and the ball avoided her. Kelso hanging tight here. with Alicia Flores waiting on deck. The 1-2 pitch misses outside, 2-2. We're just underway. Sooners lead it 1-0. Bottom of the second inning after scoring a first inning run on a sac fly from Hansen. Here's the 2-2 to Kelso. Popped up, foul out of play. Couple rows up, but look out. I'm going to judge by the reaction that a fan made a play.
I think so. I think you're right. That'll wake up the crowd.
2 balls, 2 strikes. That's right. Make a play. Everybody making plays today. The pitch to Kelso. Swing and a miss. She chased the ball a little up, and there's one away, and here's Alicia Flores. Boy, Alicia back in the starting lineup for the Sooners. She started the early game yesterday against Northwestern. Went 0 for 2, against Mercer. Prior to that, had a run of consecutive starts. The first pitch headed home, misses outside. It was also a little bit interesting because Flores' spot in the lineup was where we saw Nicole Mendez pinch hit a few times. So
right.
The at-bat, the AB numbers might be a little bit down for her, but she's been a regular part of the Sooner rotation. Here's the 1-0 pitch. In for a strike, 1-1. Season-wise, 275 right now for Alicia. And had that big second game against North Texas where she went 3 for 4, drove in 2 runs, 2 extra base hits, and 2 runs scored. First 3-hit game of Flores' career. It's good, right?
Sounds pretty good.
1-1 pitch, skied foul down the left side and out of play.
Yeah, I wouldn't complain about that.
She has as much potential and athletic ability. Some say she has the best arm from the outfield on the team. Riley Boone might have something to say about that. Jocelyn might have something to say about that. 1-2, misses outside, 2-2. She obviously is, just an absolute attacker in the box.
And again, that comes back down to just her taking advantage of the chances that she does get, regardless if it's consistent or not. When you do get that call, you want to perform.
She goes and gets a piece of a pitch that at least was close enough for her. Stays alive, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sooners 2 hits, 2 leadoff doubles. One from Lyons, one from Green, the 2-2. Skied high on the infield. I think that's going to get out of play, isn't it? No. Caught just in front of the Murray State dugout by Carroll, and there's 2 away. Well, now if the Sooners are to up its lead, they need a 2-out hit here from Aaliyah Flores.
Next up for the Sooners, third baseman.
And I think that there should be a couple goals. I'd say about 3 different ones with leaving runners on base. That should be a small goal that they should be focusing on to execute. Getting leadoff batter on to build their momentum in the dugout, and then on defense, just getting that leadoff batter out. I think that would kind of change the game a little bit and get them rolling a little bit quicker.
First pitch to Aaliyah is in for a strike. Colton, California product. Takes the 0-1 pitch high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nice little run going here recently for Flores. She's scored a run or more in each of the last 4 games. Takes the 1-1 pitch high for a ball, 2-0. How about this through? Now what are the Sooners now heading into today's game? We're looking at 22. This is their 23rd game. She's had a walk, has Aaliyah Flores, in each of the last 4 games after not having one in the first 19. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
Wow.
It's low and in for a ball. So she went without a walk on the season. I love this stat. Shows you how she attacks until March 1st against Northwestern, and now she's drawn a walk in each of the last 4 games.
And that's just pure discipline.
Yes. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That ball skied pretty deep to left field. If it's fair, it's trouble. Oh, it's caught right at the wall. One ball blew back in fair, and Bleiberg was there to make the catch. And it was not trouble at all.
Not trouble. She's
Caught
right
on the
under
warning
it.
track. Lily Fisher will lead things off for Murray State. Nice start for Brooke Vestal so far, wouldn't you say, Destiny? And those first pitch strikes, those first outs.
I'd agree. She's really impressed me with her rise ball.
First pitch strike to Fisher.
And her ability to really move the ball. She's not really going side to side. She's just able to really mix up height, and that's tough as a hitter to kind of see, okay, should I lay off this rise ball? Is it going to rise too high? Can I handle it? I mean, it sets a lot of questions.
Pop up on the infield, easy play for Lions. Make it 7 straight retired by Brooke Vestal, and there's one away. And here's Jenna Bleiberg.
Designated player number 24, Jenna Bleiberg.
And Bleiberg, who had kind of planned on being the DP, has ended up as the left fielder. The injury shuffle for Murray State after Lexi Jones went down. The first pitch is inside for a ball. Double checking to see if they had officially taken Jones out of the lineup yet. Yes, they have. Bleilich has officially taken her spot. Pardon me. Bleilich is out in left field. Bleilich is out in left field. Bleiberg is still the DP as the 1-0 pitch is low and in. I didn't know. I knew we'd have a Murray State and a Missouri State problem. I wasn't prepared for a Bleilich and a Bleiberg situation, but here we are, and
You're handling it well.
I think we're working through it okay. Here is the 2-0 pitch to the Kenwood, Texas product, and that's skied foul and out of play down the left side. And I mean, it almost looked off the bat like it was going to go over the bleachers, and it blows back down to about the third row.
Yeah, the wind out here is no joke today.
2 balls and a strike. Sooners stay unchanged with what they had defensively in the first 2 innings. 2-1 pitch, fouled away. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tragel waits on deck. 1-0 Sooners, top of the third. That wind now looks like it's blowing straight out to center
it's just
field.
Mixing up directions. This could be tough.
2-2 pitch, fouled just past the third base coach's box. Kara Amundsen has been with Murray State for 8 seasons. She's their head coach. She's the all-time winningest coach in Murray State Racer softball history. Ashley Gillen, Madison Culver, the rest of her staff. As the 2-2 pitch from Vestal is a little low, full count.
I hope that the outfielders are paying attention to the flags changing directions every couple minutes.
It's been wild. Yeah, you're used to it because you practice here, but now, it's again blowing straight out after blowing straight out to right for a couple of minutes. And time is called. Elam's going to jog out and chat with Brooke Vestal. Is there anything strategically you do different when you have gusts like this?
I think the most important thing is to really read it. Sometimes you'll see outfielders go out and throw some grass and kind of see what happens to the grass, which direction it's going. I think the flags can help them here.
3-2 popped up center field. Alo has a bead on it, makes the catch, and there's 1 away. Or 2 away, excuse me.
But again, I think it comes down to the height. If it's a higher hit ball, I mean, it's going to be really tough to get directly underneath. And then you also got to consider if there's runners on base, you got to catch that at the right position to be able to make a throw too. So you can't be shuffling underneath it or trying to figure it out. You've got to find the right position underneath that ball.
First pitch is in for a strike. Striegel. Jensen Striegel, the center fielder. Left-handed hitter. 200 average, but a little better than that with 2 outs, hitting 250. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Just missed a little low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike.
The only left-handed hitter, which is a little bit different from yesterday. Yesterday, both teams had their 5 first hitters left-handed.
It was wild. Here's the 1-1 to Striegel from Vestal. Little soft slap to left field, could be trouble. Flores circles around it. It falls for a hit. And that's the first hit for Murray State, and it comes in the 9-hole. And Logan Braunmeyer has a runner aboard. She got caught looking to start the game.
Right fielder number
So
8.
first base runner of the game for Murray State comes courtesy of the 9-hole. And Braunmeyer digs in. The right fielder, first pitch, off speed. Really nice, but misses low. Braunmeyer had started her swing a little early, but was able to hold back and takes ball 1. Looking ahead to the Sooner third, it'll be the 9-1 and 2 hitters. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch popped up left field. Flores under it and makes the catch. The inning is over.
You can see how it kind of took her the opposite way.
She started to race back and then had to move forward a couple of feet and still is able to end the inning and retire Braunmeyer. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Here we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Mackenzie Donahue will lead it off. No pressure, Lou, but each of the leadoff hitters have doubled in the first 2 innings.
I'm with you on that. But
here comes the freshman Donahue. And she takes the first pitch for a strike. Oh, I think we got ourselves a baller right now in the junior PA announcer. Mackenzie, by the way, nicknamed Lou. I have no idea why. Kind of like Nieners is the nickname for Taylon Snow. No idea why. The 0-1 is in for a strike. Maybe if the Donahue fam is tuned in, they can help educate me. Or the Snow softball clan. That's a group of ballers there. The Snow family.
Yeah, they are.
Nieners. That might be my favorite nickname, but it usually sounds like something you'd call a grandparent. The 0-2 pitch is a little up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oklahoma leads it 1-0 here in the 3rd. Donahue has had a nice couple of games for Oklahoma after a really tough start for the freshman. She'd be kind on the count here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Takes the 1-2 in the dirt.
I'm seeing a lot more discipline by our hitters today, which is good, and I'm sure that's something that they're focusing on. I think as a team, they've probably discussed a few little things to adjust together, and it definitely seems like they came here with a more disciplined approach at the plate.
As Donahue gets caught looking on a pitch on the outside corner. Tough spot, but with 2 strikes, you got to be careful. And
yeah, you probably should at least foul that one off. Keep yourself in the count.
And here's Grace Lyons. All right, let's hear it. She had to make sure.
She's got it.
Had to make sure that it was Grace Lyons and not Grace Green. Grace had a double in the 1st inning to lead the game off, scored the only run, and takes the first pitch for a ball on the outer edge. Lyons has that season average up to 368. I don't know how you feel after getting a chance to really watch her, having been around a little bit during fall ball, as the 1-0 pitch to Lyons is fouled straight back. She almost looks like a different player.
She does. And she is just an overall baller. I love watching her on defense, but I also know that she's a stud. I haven't gotten to see much action, but, I mean, you can tell her approach. She's just a stud, and she's very intimidating.
So, time is called as quick meeting in the circle as Kara Amundsen in her 8th season is chalking out to make sure all is right with Hannah James. It appears it is. Tough start to this game as Murray State lost its starting first baseman, Lexi Jones, when it appeared she stumbled while running down the first base line, rolled her ankle. There's the 1-1 pitch. Lyons bounces it softly foul. So the starting left fielder, Shoulders, has moved to second base. Starting second baseman Carroll is at first. Blyberg is now in at left, and she's due to bat third in the 4th. Lyons takes the 1-2 pitch high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Missouri State coming up next. The 1-2 pitch popped off the net, foul. Jocelyn Allo waits on deck. I can't stop watching our junior PA now. She is.
She's excited.
She's a trip. She's leading the cheers. She's hopping around on one leg. She's loving it.
She's getting hyped.
Here's the 2-2 pitch to Lyons. Popped up, behind home plate. That's going to get out of play.
Uh-oh.
I think that was kind of another one of those products of the wind.
Yeah, they were not sure if that was coming straight down.
Everyone okay? Good. Her hand's okay.
Oh, no.
Usher's going to check on it real quick.
I think.
Might have just caught her hand. Here's the 2-ball, 2-strike pitch to Grace Lyons. Low and in, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count with 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Sooners on top. 1-0, the pitch. A little up, ball 4. And Grace Lyons is aboard for the 2nd time today, this time on a walk.
It's a great at-bat. I mean, she fouled off a few. She's really making the pitcher work.
Here's Alo. Yeah, she got the pitch count up a little bit on Hannah James. James up to 45 pitches through 2 1/3. If Alo doesn't hit one out after that lead in, I don't know what it takes as the first pitch is up and into Jossie. Speaking of players on a tear right now, oh my. Jocelyn Alo has extended her hitting streak. Well, it's on the line today. We are at 12 in a row. Soft grounder off the glove of the shortstop Gilmore into center field. Extend the hitting streak as Grace Lyons jogs into third, and Jocelyn Alo with a 1-out single has extended the hitting streak to 13 straight games. And Lyons, as we've talked about a lot, just never stops running.
Never stops. And that's one huge thing that you've got to continue to do as a base runner. You just got to take advantage of all of the bases you could possibly get. And that's a tough play for a center fielder to come in and have to make a perfect throw. So, I mean, getting Grace to take 2 bases on a shallow infield or on a shallow outfield ball.
Pretty big deal.
Pretty big deal.
Well, here's Kinsey Hansen, a chance to blow it open for the Sooners with runners at first and third. The pitch is high. Alos, now she'll take off to second base. She's caught in the rundown. They're going to tag her out, but the runner's going to score. It's 2-0 Sooners. And Jocelyn Alo unable to get back to the bag, but creates enough of a distraction in the rundown to allow Lyons to score from third. It's 2-0. And now there's 2 outs for Hansen with nobody aboard.
It's one of those practice first and third plays that you try to get that distraction. So this is a practice play, and it's so fun to watch. But Alo taking off, trying to draw the attention, get the distraction from
line shot fouled
shortstop
on the right
and second
side.
base for Lyons to be able to take that opportunity and score.
Hansen, that sac fly RBI, gave the Sooners the 1-0 lead in the first. She bats here now with the bases empty and 2 outs in the bottom of the third after the attempted double steal results in a run. The 1-1 pitch to Hansen. Skied pretty deep to center field. It has a chance, guys. It's gone! Kinsey Hansen sends it over the center field wall, and Oklahoma has taken a 3-zip lead. As she airplanes into home plate, gets the pats on the batting helmet. That ball just kept carrying, and it gets out of here.
And they're really, really working well with the pitches that are up in the zone. They have not let one of those go by. And that's exactly what you can do with it. They're so strong, and it's almost like you want to keep a ball low against this lineup.
And that will bring Lindsey Elam to the plate. I've got an answer to the Nieners question, courtesy of one Drea Gasso, our intrepid sideline reporter today, as the first pitch to Elam is low for a ball. By the way, shout out to Drea. I was digging some of the Instagram pics she put up a while back from her playing days at UCLA.
Oh.
1-0 pitch is inside. Oh, caught the inside corner, 1-1. I hear Drea Harrison was quite the baller.
Oh, she was. She was.
1 ball, 1 strike to the Sooner cleanup hitter, Lindsey Elam, flied out to left field her last time up. Here's the 1-1. Little in, 2-1. So Nieners was something that her older sister gave her.
Okay. Who was also a stud.
Absolutely. Talon got the nickname from her sister, Tannen. She called her that, and she called it when she was little, and it just stuck.
Just stuck.
2-1 pitch, fouled straight back. So it's not one of those nicknames like someone that you call Blue because he got a bunch of blueberries on his face. And I just made that up. I don't know.
There is no real story. It just stuck.
I like it. That's the Sooner Radio Network sideline reporter today, Drea Gasson. By the way, speaking of that, we haven't even mentioned Twitter. That's where our community hangs out. We love to hear from you during the days. At OU on the air. That's at OU on the air. Check in. Let us know where you're listening from, following along from. Any questions you have for Destiny and I. Let's go. The 2-2 pitch. Waited on it and popped it up on the infield. Gilmore, the shortstop, is under it, makes the catch, and ends the inning.
Lindsey Carroll.
And Lindsey Carroll will lead things off. Carroll, her last time up, struck out. That was in the first inning. First pitch swinging, and Vestal threw it right by her. Strike one. For the Sooners, 3 runs on 4 hits. No runs on a hit for Murray State. The 0-1 pitch to the second baseman is a little up. Therese is checked in from Choctaw, listening in today on the Sooner Radio Network. Trey Lindeker as well.
The same Teresa with the Walkman?
No, that was Teresa.
Oh, okay.
I believe so. I think that was Teresa Lakin.
Okay.
I'm thinking about just buying up a bunch of Walkmans. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Teresa listening every time.
Where are you going to get them from?
I don't know. That's the problem. They were $19.99 at Walmart for a Walkman. I kid you not. Here's the 2-ball. I thought we could just have a little area where people could listen, just grab them as you're coming in and as you're coming out. But, that's pretty expensive. I mean, here's the 2-1 pitch. It's a little up, 3 balls and a strike.
And we got the wind blowing back into right field.
Oh, yes, we do. It is shifted yet again. By the way, Cheryl and Marvin have checked in, listening in Butler, Alabama. Here's the 3-1 pitch, called strike 2. MK writes, today my baby boy smiled for the first time a few moments before first pitch of the Sooners softball game.
There you go.
Coincidence? I think not.
There you go. That's awesome.
Here's the 3-2 pitch from Vestal. Line shot, center field. Alo's got a beat on it, though, makes the catch, and there is 1 away. I try to maintain not getting too high or too low with some of these performances that we've seen from the freshmen. In other words, incredible what we've seen early season and throughout the year from Macy McAdoo at times and Olivia Raines. But through 3 1/3, this is the best we've seen Brooke Vestal look this season. And her first pitch is trouble to left field, but that was knocked down by the wind. And the center fielder, Alo, has to come over to make the catch. What a difference this slight breeze is making already today, and there's 2 away. Put a little star on that one.
And props to her for even being there, because with the wind, she caught that in left field. But with the wind blowing, it's tough for you to get on the opposite side of the ball, even if it's hitting your direction.
Holy smokes. 2 outs. And this is Lexi Jones' spot. Remember, she went down earlier. And that's the first pitch, and it's in for a strike to Kristen Bilek. So this is her first at bat, 179 average. But she's been in since, the second inning over in left field. Ground ball to second. Donahue makes the play, throws to first, ends the inning. A 1, 2, 3, 4. And nothing, and I mean nothing, gets us more fired up. And then free T-shirts. 3-0 Sooners. Grace Green will lead things off. That's Destiny Martinez. I'm Chris Plank. Thanks for hanging out with us. First pitch to Grace Green is a little low, ball 1. Brett Leverage is checked in, cheering on the softball team from Manhattan, North Carolina. Lisa up the turnpike in the 918. C. Mills checking in as he always does. We appreciate that. Sinbad in Pinckneyville as the 1-0 pitch misses low and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Waiting on deck for the Sooners is Kinsey Keltza. OU Birmingham Club is checked in. As there's a hard hit ball to second, backhanded by Shoulders. There's one away as she throws to first to retire Green. Green is now 1 for 2. Bruce writes, the OU Birmingham Club is checking. Love hearing you, Chris, but wish we could see that Destiny Martinez smile. That's very kind.
That's very sweet.
The man known as Cowboy Sooner listening in from Loyola, South Dakota, while stuffing pork sausage. Ground ball to third. And that's off the glove of the third baseman, Fisher. Gilmore backs it up but has no play. And we got to stop being on Twitter whenever Kinsey Kelso comes to the plate.
Right.
She finds a way to reach. Infield single, and here's Alicia Flores. Check back in here in just a bit.
Number 27, Alicia Flores.
Flores popped out to first her last time up. She bats here with a runner at first. And 1 out. The Sooners on top 3-0. Leah Flores waits on deck. The first pitch from Hannah James. Sky, pretty deep to left field. Get out of here. It's gone. Oh, let's go, Alicia. Her first career home run is a bomb over the left center field wall. Oh, baby, what a shot. And Oklahoma has jumped on top 5-0, and that's what she can do. Wow.
And for her to come up to bat with this mindset of, I mean, sometimes that play that just happened in left field, kind of getting it taken, and hearing the crowd come, that can kind of put you down. And she came up there, and she was just ready to go. Like, that never happened, and that's what you need to have. You need to have a mindset that just forgets what's going on, and you're just ready for the next play and taking advantage of a pitch up in the zone to just drive it to left field.
They're wanting Alicia to give a crowd call, a curtain call. She does.
Look at her. That's awesome.
So good. Here's Aaliyah Flores. She flied out to left her last time up. And she digs in. First pitch. A little in. Ball 1. You just don't know sometimes with this win.
Just don't know.
You just don't know. So I was worried, maybe that ball get knocked down a little bit, but it did not. Second home run of the day for the Sooners. As the 1-0 pitch to Aaliyah catches the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And especially after seeing the ball that she had to deal with out there, you never know.
She's like, okay, Jossie got me in the field. Yep. I'll get her at the plate.
There you go.
Here's the 1-1 pitch to Flores. It's a little high. 2 balls and a strike. Home runs this season are brought to you, as always, by Home Creations, building memories 1 home at a time. 5-0 now, Sooners. In the bottom of the 4th inning. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Called strike 2. By the way, with
a little bit inside.
With Aaliyah at bat and Lisa going yard, thanks to the Flores family for being a part of it, as they always are. Darlene, Papa Jimmy, Tia Jeannie and crew. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Aaliyah. Fouled straight back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jamie Guthrie tuning in from Lone Grove, Oklahoma today. Melanchthony and Brea. Grace Ann watching in Auburn, Alabama. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, Aaliyah reaches and fouls it straight back.
We're nationwide right now.
We are. And in stadium, too, Jerry Lang, our buddy who sits down in the lower bowl, said the junior PA announcer is Chloe. Who's
Chloe.
Also running the flag today. Chloe's a rock star.
Yeah.
Winston
Let's
Sauls
keep her around.
has checked in from Borger, Texas. As the 2-2 pitch is popped down the left field line, hooking foul and away from any potential play. Our buddy, as always, Mark Worley checking in from Chagrin Falls, Ohio. Larry Smith and that St. Pete Soonered in. Sooners have responded in a big way here early. 5-0 Sooners. The pitch from Aaliyah is just a little bit up.
Ooh, a little bit close to take.
3 balls and 2 strikes. We'll take it. Here's the full count pitch. Look out. Right into the Sooner dugout.
Sounded like it hit a bucket or something.
It did. JT was standing there. He now takes 2 steps down. I don't know how that didn't hit JT
I'm
Gasso.
not sure.
There was someone standing next to him, but it ricocheted right off, I think, a bucket.
And
Wow.
it was hit hard. Don't
Here.
throw her in again.
3-2 pitch is ball 4. Hold on. What's that streak now for Aaliyah Flores? So with the walk for Aaliyah Flores, that
5?
is now 5 straight games in which she's had a walk. She didn't have
She
a walk
wants strikes only.
in the previous 18 games. And she reaches here, and Mackenzie Donahue's at bat will be given to Rayleigh Pogue.
Number 25, Rayleigh Pogue.
Susan, Kim Doc Mommy has checked in doing chores and errands in Norman. Be here for game 2. Yeah, great
All
crowd.
right.
Great crowd that's been here since the start. I mean, there is no room to fit
Yeah,
anyone
even
right
right
now.
field filled up a little bit.
Well, here's Rayleigh Pogue. Had a really good update on Rayleigh as the first pitch is in for a strike. I talk a lot about how she is from Washington, Oklahoma. She actually grew up in Ringling, Oklahoma. She moved to Washington for her senior season.
So something pretty interesting here is the second baseman's covering on a steal.
This ball's hit pretty well to center field, but Striegel is under it, makes a catch, and there's 2 away.
And with 1 out in a situation where we could be bunting, that can cause some issues over who's covering first.
Doesn't matter too much now with 2 outs, but I don't think that that's going to be an issue. At least for now, because emerging from the dugout is Kara Amundsen. So here we go.
Top of the order for the Sooners,
2
number
outs.
3, Grace
Warm-up is
Lyons.
over for Barrett. Here's Grace Lyons. Lyons is 1 for 1, but has scored 2 runs. Doubled and scored a run in the first. Walked, scored a run in the third. She bats here with a runner at first. And 2 outs. That runner at first is Aaliyah Flores. First pitch, little low, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Man, Grace Lyons just seems so confident at the plate. Here's the
It's
one.
tough to pitch to.
She grounds this one hard to third. Nice play by Fisher to cut it off, who throws a strike to first and ends the inning. Allie Kennedy, the right-handed hitting catcher. Here's the pitch from Vestal, and it's in for a strike. No balls and a strike. 5 runs on 5 hits for the Sooners. No runs on just a hit for Murray State. Here's the 0-1. Caught the inside corner. No balls and 2 strikes. Pretty impressive so far.
I'm impressed. And again, no pressure, but we're still rolling with the leadoff outs.
That's right. Let's see if she can keep it. The 0-2. Oh, she absolutely does. Swing and a miss, but Elam can't find the ball. Throws to first. It gets away from Hansen. Kelso, though, was backing up the bag. And much like the inning starter for the Sooners last night in the first, Allie Kennedy strikes out but reaches. Elam had the ball right underneath her, but she just couldn't find her. And there's a runner aboard, and I think we're going to see a pinch hitter here. Are we getting a pinch hitter? No. It's Shoulders stepping to the batter's box. Yeah, they went to the bench with a pinch runner.
Okay.
Shia Glover will be the pinch runner here. As here's the first pitch to Shoulders, who struck out. Runner goes, shows bunt, pops it foul.
Pitch running for Murray State at first base, number 2, Amashi Glover.
Home plate umpire seemed like he was kind of waving that dead a little quick. They didn't need a timeout before that, did they? No.
I don't think so.
He was kind of holding his hands up rather quickly, but no balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Runner goes from her knees. Elam throws a strike. The tag is in time. They got it. Oh, we're going to have an argument on this one, I think. The first base coach immediately pointed out, and here comes Kara Amundsen. She's going to have a word with the third base umpire. What'd you see, Destiny?
I don't know. I mean, it looked from here that she may have been safe on the tag, but then it looked like she kind of came off and they tagged her again. But
maybe that's the clarification she's getting. She's not going to win this argument.
No.
Well, maybe she might. Now they're all coming together. Oh, no.
I think it's an out. Unless they saw something from the other side, but that's an out.
Let's wait. Well, they haven't. Oh, no, they're going to the Sooner dugout. Here comes Patty Gasso. Oh, they're going to put the runner back on second base.
I was getting ready to say, I don't know who can make a different call, if that's his call.
Huh.
I mean, this guy did have a better angle because she slid past the bag.
Right.
But it seemed as if from here she came off of it and there was an additional tag that she would then be out.
I think for Murray State, I think their first base coach.
She sold it.
Yeah, is their volunteer assistant. I think that's Madison Culver over there. Pardon me, Madison Culver is actually at third. And Ashley Gilland is their first base coach, and she sold that very well over at first base.
She was sure.
I mean, that was she literally almost begged
Kara she made that call
to come out of the dugout and give an assist to the first base coach on that one because she was able to sell it. So there's now a runner at second. Here's the one ball, 1 strike pitch to Shoulders. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
But props to Glover because that was a great slide, and I mean that's all you can really ask for. She's quick. She got there.
It looked about as bang of a play as you could have.
Right. That's a tough call to make, but
see if Vestal can pitch around some adversity. The 1-2 popped up, foul territory. That might get blown back fair. No.
Ooh.
Almost. Just out of the reach of Flores. We've got this covered now. We're gonna get a runner leaving the base early call here. She has been taken off rather close to it.
Well, she's quick too. So.
That's true. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt. Elam's gonna have to throw to first to get the out again. It's the second strikeout of the inning, and there's only 1 out. And the pinch runner, Glover, was able to advance to third. And that will bring Lily Fisher to the plate. Popped out to short in her only at bat in the third. And that wind picks up, and it's blowing dead straight center field for now. At least according to the outfield flags. First pitch swinging, fouled straight back.
Batting number 4, Lily Fisher.
5-zip Sooners, 5 runs on 5 hits.
Come on, Brock.
OU will turn around and play Missouri State as soon as this game wraps up. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2.
I'm excited to see her work out of this. She's ahead in this count. I mean, a little bit of adversity going on.
A call that goes against the Sooners in a rarity.
This is a moment where she can really show what she's got.
0-2 pitch, pounded foul into the dirt. And we'll stay 0-2.
She's keeping the ball low, which is great, looking for a ground ball.
Crowd comes to life here. The 0-2 pitch. Vestal fouled it a mile out of play. I don't have a tape measure, but if that caught concrete, maybe a mile.
There are cars over there.
There are cars over there. It might slow it down a bit. A few potholes. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. We're in the 5th. The pitch bounced slowly, foul towards third. A lot of action going on. A lot of conference action already, including in the SEC, where 13th ranked A&M is 13th ranked Kentucky is in trouble at home against A&M. Texas A&M leads them 9-7.
Uh-oh.
No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Vestal. Bounced foul again. Arkansas trying to win their series against Bama. Hogs won last night in Tuscaloosa. But in Fayetteville, Arkansas trails 5-2. South Carolina and Georgia are in the top of the 8th inning, knotted up at 5. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Low and in, almost hit her. By a couple of Big 12 scores to get you caught up on here quickly. Oklahoma State has found themselves in a dogfight right now against Mercer. It's 2-2 in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Still early in that game. Texas has already notched a win today.
Mercer's a pretty good ball club.
1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Threw it right by her. 2 away. Big strikeout. That's the 3rd strikeout of the inning for Brooke Vestal. And there's 2 away. Now Texas beat up on Texas Southern 13-5. Let's look at scores across the country. We'll keep you up to date as the broadcast rolls on. Also, get you an update on the OU women's basketball game here in a bit as they're in action today. Men's hoops just underway as well.
How did gymnastics go last night?
They won.
Nice.
They won in impressive fashion. First pitch swinging, popped up, foul territory, could be in play. Lyons has it pop off her glove as she made a dive, a lunge for it.
And that's just a tough catch to make because 3 of you are coming. You don't really know if the ball is going to blow foul or into the stands. So you've all got to kind of communicate on who's really going to go for it, not really knowing where it's going to even land.
No balls and a strike. The runner at third is Kennedy. The Pins runner Glover. The 0-1 pitch in for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. They just went final over the Lloyd Noble Center. The OU women fall today to Texas Tech in their regular season finale, 106-94. High scoring game at the LNC. Crowd comes to life here. Sooners lead at 5-0. Top of the 5th, the pitch up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Maddie Williams had 24 points for the Sooners in a losing effort. Tough one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch, Bleiberg digs in. Vestal, swing and a miss. She pulled the string and strikes out 4 in an inning. And Murray State strands a runner at third. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. We'll lead things off for the Sooners. Alo Hansen Elam. Along with Destiny Martinez, I'm Chris Plank. 5 runs on 5 hits for the Sooners. And what an inning, Destiny, from Brooke Vestal.
She has done a great job being able to mix speeds and get the hitters to chase. There's a lot of pitches that she's been able to throw that are either called strikes or they're going to swing at it, and she's forcing them to hit foul balls.
There's a pop-up down the right side caught by Braunmeyer in foul territory, and Alo, first pitch swinging, is retired. There's 1 away.
But she's done an excellent job just keeping her composure, being able to be in command of all of her pitches. I've really enjoyed watching her. This is my first time, so I've enjoyed getting the opportunity to see what she's got.
Oh, and again, she was early in the season someone who I guess kind of got the first opportunity. Olivia Raines was a little bit dinged up in Mexico as the first pitch to Kinsey Hansen misses outside. So Vestal got an opportunity to start the Long Beach State and George Washington games. And the struggle had been with control. Those 2 games, 4 and 2, well, actually 5 innings total. She had walked 3, gone deep in some counts, had pitched well. But in the end, they fall behind in counts, it hurts you. She has not had that issue today.
No, she has not. She's been ahead in most of all of her counts. And then getting the leadoff out, the last inning she had a drop third strike call, but, I mean, that's an out. She had that. So I think she's done a great job.
Kinzie Hansen is 1 for 1 with 2 RBIs. One of those not only hit as a home run. There's another ball that if it was straight would have been a bomb, but it's foul down the left field line. Oh, my. Two balls and a strike. 5-zip Sooners. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Elam waits on deck.
I'm excited for Kinzie. She's going to be great for this program. Ready to see how she handles conference and postseason, and just how she develops throughout the year is going to be exciting.
A 2-1 pitch is high, ball 3. She doesn't seem to have much that phases her, that's for sure.
Yeah, and that's what I love. I feel like as a freshman, you kind of come in and you're a little bit intimidated, at least a little bit, and she doesn't show that at all.
Ball 4, she walks.
She belongs here.
There's Lindsey Elam. Elam is 0 for 2, flight out to center and popped out to short.
Next up for the Sooners, catcher number 22, Lindsey Elam.
Boy, you can't help but be impressed with what Elam consistently has been able to do. Coming off a 1 for 3 game with a run scored and an RBI, a 2-hit game against Mercer yesterday. The day was over. She was 3 for 7 with 2 runs scored and 3 RBIs. She bats here with a runner at first and 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch on the inside corner for a strike from Barrett, who's been pretty good since she came into the game.
She has, yeah. She's been. I mean, the pitching staff is pretty good. We've had some pretty hard hits, but nothing ridiculous. I mean, we've got. She's held us to 5 hits.
There's the 0-1. Skied foul and out of play.
And excuse me, that's 5 hits on the game. She's given up 2.
Yep.
On her own, I think.
No, her first hitter that Barrett faced was Lyons. So she's faced 3 batters and retired all 3.
Okay.
The 0-2 pitch grounded sharply towards short. They'll go to second to get Hansen. The throw to first is wide and not in time. It ricochets right back to Carroll at first, so no chance for Elam to advance. She'll reach on the fielder's choice, and here's Grace Green. Interesting games in the Big 12 today, but my eyes are going to be on 6 o'clock tonight in Stillwater when that Utah team that the Sooners beat 10-2 squares
that
off
will be
against
a good game.
Oklahoma State. That'll be a big one. There's Grace Green. Grace is 1 for 2 with a double and a stolen base. Just starting to get the sense that she's finding her swing. And there's a line drive to left field, off the wall. Rounding third and staying at third will be Elam. It's a second double of the game for Grace Green on a laser. And there's runners at second and third now for Kinzie Kelso. 5-zip Sooners, bottom of the 5th.
Number 1, Kinzie Kelso.
Kelso on the game is 1 for 2, a single and a run scored. She struck out in the second inning. Here's the first pitch to the Sooner sophomore. Caught the outside corner, strike 1. Alicia Flores gets ready in the on-deck circle. She hit a home run in the 4th inning. Her first career home run. The no ball, 1 strike pitch to Kelso. Wild pitch to the backstop. Here comes Elam. It's 6-0 Sooners. Run that flag around the concourse.
Chloe has done a great job today.
Chloe's on fire today. 6-zip Sooners. And a 1-ball, 1-strike count. The pitch to Kelso. Ground ball, hard hit foul down the third base line. And it's a no ball, 2-strike count. It looks like maybe some of the cooler winds have picked up a bit. Going straight out to center field.
It's just adjusting every 5 minutes. Just let's go a different direction.
The 1-2 up and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 6 runs now on 6 hits for the Sooners. A shutout so far by Brooke Vestal on just 1 hit. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Kelso. Foul straight back. She got her swing going a little earlier there.
I mean, you got to be a little bit earlier with the inside pitch, but, I mean, I don't think she's throwing too hard either. So she might have been out front a little bit early on accident.
Here's the 2-ball, 2-strike pitch to Kelso. Ground ball to third. Nice play by Fisher. Stays down on it, throws, and the inning is over as the Sooners strand a runner at third but continue to add to their lead as we head to the 6th. But I did want to point out that when we mentioned it consistently yesterday, it happened. We didn't mention it today. No, I guess the possibility is still there.
I'm superstitious with that.
Are you really?
Let's not go there.
Striegel, a little soft slap foul as we head to the 6th with the Sooners on top 6-0. It's like a no-hitter almost.
Yeah, it's just, Chris, let's just not talk about it.
We brought up the possibility yesterday whenever, the Sooners had such an impressive start against Utah. We kept quiet about it today.
Yeah.
As the 0-1 pitch finds the outside corner.
We're just not going to go there today.
Is it obviously I know it's nothing in the dugout that's ever brought up, right?
No. You just don't talk about it.
The funny thing is if someone just tuned in, they probably thought, they're talking about no-hitters. Oh,
yeah.
No,
No, we're not.
The 0-2 pitch. Ground ball to short, going to be a tough play for Lions. Quickly to first, and they got her. The speedy Striegel is retired on a soft ground ball to short, and Lions makes a nice play. And here's Logan Braunmeyer.
Lions is very impressive and that was like that ball yesterday where her feet got stuck.
Right.
She could have had that play. That was exactly the same location, but looked a little bit more graceful today.
Here's the leadoff hitter who's 0 for 2 as Brooke Vestal goes back to work with the Sooners on top 6-0. First pitch is a bunt that's foul. Oklahoma Athletics would like to thank the official Eat Play Stay partners, Heyday Entertainment, Othello's Italian Restaurant, the Conference Center at NCED, Midway Grocery and Deli, Best Western Plus Norman, the meeting place, and Red Effect Infrared Fitness. Sooner softball presented by AT&T, America's best network. Here's the no-ball, 1-strike pitch from Vestal to Braunmeyer. Line shot, well hit to left center field and deep, just past the outstretched glove of Alo. Rounding first and heading for second with a stand-up one-out double is Logan Braunmeyer, and she smoked that.
And great job by Alo being able to get there, because with this wind, and we talked about it slightly off air, but getting the ball that's a line shot, it's going to take off even further, especially when the wind's blowing in that same direction. So for her, to us, it seemed like she was underneath it. She could have reached and had it, but that's not the case because the ball picks up speed with the wind. So for her to be able to get there and just play it off the wall, and great job by Alicia Flores out in left being able to be there just in case. And that's something that the outfield has to also be aware of, is no matter what it looks like, if you think they've got it, you still need to be there.
First pitch is a ball. So in other words, you're always there to back up regardless of how out of it you think you are. You're not, right?
Right. And that's a huge thing just because of the wind factor. I mean, you want to be there, obviously, in any play. You want somebody backing up. But with wind, it's more crucial that you need left field to cover, have your back, right field, because, believe it or not, there's balls that could be hit straight up and then get lost on its way back down, and you just need that extra hand.
1-1 pitch is a nice bunt. Vestal gloves, throws, got her. 2 away. So in other words, You're never out of a play when a ball goes up in the air.
No.
It's a really nice play by Vestal to pop out of the circle. It was far enough away to where Elam wouldn't have had a play. The only person who could have made a play was Vestal, and she did. Here's Sierra Gilmore. She had a great weekend at the Coach B Classic in Carbondale, excuse me. Where's Cardmore? And she lines one into left field. First run for Murray State on an RBI single by Gilmore. Those 4 games at the Coach B Classic in Carbondale, Gilmore hit .462 with a home run and 5 RBIs, and that's her first hit today, and it is yet an RBI. And it's 6-1 Sooners here in the top of the 6th. Now this is also the 3rd time through the lineup for Murray State.
Don't touch me.
Yeah, and I mean, the more you get to see Vestal, and that's just any pitcher, the more you get to see them, the more you understand their spin, the more you're used to their speed. You understand when you should load, when you should be striding, when you're getting ready to make contact, and same thing with slappers. You understand when it's time to cross over and when the ball's crossing you. So I think just most of the time throughout the game, you get used to the pitcher, and you're able to kind of make some adjustments as we're seeing right now.
Kristen Bialik takes the first pitch for a ball. Here's the 1-0 pitch. The left fielder popped up to the circle. Vestal makes the play and ends the inning. Aaliyah Flores is standing on deck. Alicia Flores will lead things off. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, Sooners up 6-1. First pitch misses outside. Ball 1. That Poppy Patio looks like a fun place to do the game from today over there in left center field.
Oh, yeah. Poppy Patio.
You like the name? I made it up.
I do.
I think we can get sponsors for it, put banners around it. It's hopping. Here's the 1-0. Ground ball to third. Nice backhand by Fisher. Long throw to retire Flores, and there's 1 away. Alicia now 1 for 3, hit her first home run in the 4th inning. Keep an ear open for that. And the OG&E power play of the game. And here's Aaliyah Flores. Look, he's even got security up there now.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
He's big time out there.
That's big time.
I hope he's listening.
The Poppy Patio. Here's Aaliyah Flores. She's 0 for 1, but had a walk, which is now the 5th straight game in which Aaliyah Flores has registered a walk, and she nearly takes it off the Evo shield, but spins away. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes.
They look identical in the box.
They really do, don't they? The 1-0 pitch is in the dirt. And it's always interesting because I am really, really addicted to social media. So you see, even in the off season, the hard work that they put in back at home.
Right, together.
You go back
That's
home,
awesome.
you work together with your dad, your family's incredibly athletic, and everything they do, it's almost as if it's in rhythm.
Right.
With the other sister. 2-0 pitch is in for a strike, 2-1. 6 runs on 6 hits and an error for the Sooners. 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error for Murray State. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch misses outside, 3-1. I know Poppy's listening because he's mad at me.
Uh-oh.
No, but it's for a good reason.
Okay.
You brought up a very good point earlier about the second base and the coverage they would have in a bunting situation.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't drill as deep as I should have.
Oh, okay. Well, we
3
can get back to it if we need to.
3-1 pitch is a strike, 3-2. Now, I did defend myself in saying that the very next pitch was the second out of the inning.
Right. Right, and that happens. That happens.
But I'm sorry, Destiny.
That's okay. That is okay.
He's right. 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Aaliyah with Mackenzie Donahue on deck. Ball 4.
Uh-oh.
She's a walking machine. And there's Mackenzie Donahue, pinch hit for her last time up.
Headlining for the Sooners, number 12, Mackenzie Donahue.
Grace Lyons steps out on deck. So you don't want me to say if Mackenzie Donahue gets on here, Grace Lyons could end it with 1 swing of the bat.
I would
No?
not like it if you said that. So let's not.
Mackenzie Donahue is 0 for 1. She was caught looking in the 3rd inning. First pitch is a little up. But what's really impressive about Donahue, and I was putting the numbers together, that after a pretty tough start, she seems to have really found her groove over the last 6 games. And it's a process for a freshman.
But here's the coverage situation we're coming back to. There it is.
And there's the bunt. So what do we see?
Okay, so second base is sticking at second to make the play. But if Donahue can get this bunt towards the first baseline, we're having first baseman stay back at first, which normal bunt coverage, you have third and first charging, and then you have short going to second to cover a throwdown, and then you have second base coming to cover first. They're staying back, so the whole right side of the field is open.
1-1 pitch is up high. So in other words,
if she's going to bunt, it'd be best to go down towards down towards the first baseline. That'll be a tough play because the only play possible is the catcher or pitcher to field that ball, beat Donahue at first, or beat Aaliyah down to second base, which is not ideal because it'll be too far of a throw.
How about just a hit and run in which she swings through a high fastball?
And that'll work too.
And Aaliyah Flores steals second base.
And it was not a hittable pitch.
No.
So props to Donahue for doing her job and sticking to that.
I mean, she had to go up high to protect her runner, and Aaliyah Flores snags the bag. That's the first stolen base of the season for Aaliyah. Here's the 2-ball, 2-strike pitch to Mackenzie Donahue. Ball 3. All right, so here's my note on Mackenzie. Obviously, it was a rough start, but over the last 6 games, she's hitting .357. And in that has scored 5 runs and driven in 2.
Yeah, that's impressive. Good for her. I mean, that's you gotta get your comfort.
Absolutely. Bounce to short here. She's gonna beat it out, isn't she? No, they got her. Nice play at first. All right, pardon me, it's short by Gilmore to get her at first on a bang play at first base.
We need Sid to get in on that and make that call.
See, I would not be a good first base coach as time is going to be called. We're going to have a meeting at the Circle as Kara Amundsen realizes now this is the second time through the lineup for the Sooners against Barrett. So they've seen a little bit of everything from her. They've had a chance to lay their eyes on her, and Patty Gasso is going to bring the hitters together. But I'd be a horrible first base coach because everything I'd call safe.
Yeah, you're safe no matter what.
Exactly.
And we can argue about it.
Exactly. And you're not allowed to say anything. So that's the big rule. If anyone other than the head coach says a word to the umpire, usually you're gone.
Yeah. Let's not ever have to put Chris in the first base coach's box.
We'd be in big trouble because I'd probably be gone rather quickly. Donahue 0 for 2, but that was a hard hit ball at short. So meeting's over. Grace Lyons digs in on the night. She's 1 for 2 with a double and 2 runs scored, walked in the third. Flores is at second. It's 6-1 Sooners. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Alo on deck. First pitch to Lyons is a little up and out, ball 1. I think, again, knocking on wood with a 6-1 lead, we're looking pretty good for our first pitch against Missouri State to be on time. Fingers crossed, though. Don't want to plant any flags yet. The 1-0 pitch is outside.
You're really trying to jinx us.
I don't believe in jinxes, Destiny.
Okay.
Absolutely. I'm biting my fingernails right now. So nervous why I open my mouth. It's slated for a 5 o'clock first pitch, so that means we've got 20 minutes here to get in these last 5 outs of the game potentially. The 2-0 pitch to Lyons. Ground ball, hard hit to third, past the glove of Fisher and into left field. Lyons, big turn at first base, almost daring Fisher to throw over as the third baseman cut it off. And it's a 2-hit game for Grace Lyons. She's put together a nice 6-game hitting streak and another multiple hit game for Grace Lyons in her career. That is number 13, her 7th already on the season. And here's Alo.
I know what you're thinking, Chris.
I'm just saying. Waiting on deck is Kinsey Hansen. Alo is 1 for 3. First pitch, caught the outside corner, strike 1.
Not a pitch that Jocelyn could do anything with.
her single, foreshadowing.
Uh-oh.
Her single in the third inning extended her hitting streak to 13 straight games. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Checked her swing, missed low and in. They did indeed. I didn't think there was any question about that third inning hit, but they did indeed rule it a hit. She's hitting .500 this season with 2 outs, and with runners in scoring position, Jocelyn
Oh, well, what a situation for her to be in right now.
is at .450 with 2 outs. The 1-1. Ground ball. What a play by Barrett on a shot back up the middle. She smiles as she gloves and throws and gets the out. Sooners are on top 6-1 as Vestal so far 6 innings, 3 hits, has struck out 7 and has walked 0. That is probably one of the most reassuring things today.
She's had a pretty impressive outing today, and I think it's been rare for me to see a one pitcher stick throughout the whole 7 innings. So this is awesome. I'm really proud of her.
Well, here's Kennedy. She's 0 for 2. Reached on a strikeout her last time up. Ground ball deep into the 5-6 hole. Oh, what a play from Grace Lyons. Used all of her arm to get her, and it wasn't even close at first base.
She really is an unbelievable shortstop.
I know that we talked early last year incessantly about the baseball background, and we haven't much this year. But you really feel like you're watching a baseball shortstop out there at times. It's all of her little mannerisms. And here's Abby Shoulders, the left fielder. First pitch is low in for a strike. We'll take it.
And just the way that she's able to, the range that she covers and then the backhand and the way that she turns her body around, it really does look like a baseball player out there. Throwing across the diamond, I mean, her arm is super strong. She's a stud.
0 for 2 on the game, and now the count is 0-2. The numbers for Shoulders: a strikeout in the second, a strikeout in the fifth. Came in hitting .333 among the leading hitters, has not been a factor today. The 0-2 is pop foul and out of play. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Oklahoma and OU Athletics have teamed up to recognize our outstanding teachers in our classroom. Visit OUTeacherOfTheGame.com to nominate your teacher to be honored at an OU football game and win up to $1,000. Here's the no ball, 2-strike pitch to Shoulders. Swing and a miss. 2 away. What a performance here today from Brooke Vestal. And that would be the 8th strikeout of the game. I kept calling Shoulders a left fielder, even though that she had moved to second base in like the second inning. So here's Lily Fisher. She has been at third base all game long. Popped out to short, struck out. Here's the first pitch from Vestal. Popped up, left field, should do it. Flores is under it. Win column Sooners. A complete game, 1-run gem from Brooke Vestal. Final score, Oklahoma wins it 6-1, and the redshirt freshman shines brightest on a Saturday afternoon. Oklahoma 6, Murray State 1. An abbreviated edition of the Bud Light postgame show is coming up next. This is Sooner Softball from Learfield IMG College.